And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12. Yards there as they move the chains. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
McKinnon. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
21.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
11. 12, fellas, here we go. 1, Omaha.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Here's McKinnon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
11. Go. 21.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Black 80! 180! Go ahead.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And now it's Rosen looking, firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Room to run past midfield. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 63 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line. Gets past one man. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. Taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Detroit!
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. To throw is Rosen.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Well, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Rosen will throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Johnson. And he'll work it inside the yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And a
Look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yeah, Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Got me back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop up. You need a, in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. No. I just hit a reminder. you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me. I live in you. Both of our offend you.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Mostert now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now a handoff working right. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And shedding through the tackle. And he powers his way up past the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now they try the right side here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play caller, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it.
Here's Rosen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here we go with Johnson. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. David Johnson denied here on the 4th down run. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a handoff looking right. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now they try the right side here. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
11, 11. Go ahead.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. White 48. White 48. You.
Now it's Rosen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Solomon Thomas in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Steps away to his left. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Third and long here for Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Here's Johnson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. They come out here in the eye. They'll go with a keeper. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain. I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. 2nd and inches, go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally, that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call.
You don't like that?
That's just because they didn't get it, though.
Oh, okay.
Hindsight's 20/20.
20/20 and never defeated.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They run. It's Johnson. And he is going absolutely nowhere in the wrong direction. Johnson kept out of the end zone on 4th down, and this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. After the interception, here's Rosen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanders now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Tackle made there by Budda Baker. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. The Niners on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. Now McKenna. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. With McKinnon. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now they try the right side here. And down to the 36-yard line here. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when we clicked off the film and stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
A gain of 8 and a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
21.
They go play action here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Now a handoff working right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Wait. 11.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
11.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. J.J. Nelson now to return. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And they start the second half with Johnson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Rosen looking to throw. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. On first down, it's Rosen. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, here's Rosen. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Forced out to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Rosen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. DeForest Buckner. Coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down. They're going on fourth down. Rosen, he's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Escaping the pressure, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Underneath for Johnson. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. From the gun, it's Rosen. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Rosen to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want three?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 44. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now a handoff looking right. Shoves him away. Room to run inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That one good for 33 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now they try the right side here. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. And Gould is able to put it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
So out now come the Cardinals. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On second down, Johnson. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Rosen on 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
21.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet and then taken down right at the 30. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Now they try the right side here. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo dancing to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And no, it's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game? Right?
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now Rosen on 1st down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, Rosen. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Back 99 Philly, here we go! 91 is the mic! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
On third down, Rosen. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Dumping it off for Johnson. That one goes for 24 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Josh Rosen taking it in. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Will that score you just added on the board, will it energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Gun!
Back to throw. Being chased out left. Now a and that's caught inside the 35. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there for Arizona. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Watch him now, Barney.
He's back to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Josh Rosen with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Sanders now to kick this one away. Mostert now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Detroit!
Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Rosen. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. In for the score. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Sanders now to kick this one away. Mostert now to return. And he's loose again. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Rosen. Lets it go for Nelson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Rosen. It's caught. Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Charles on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew,
Plenty don't even know where to waste that. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop up. You need a, in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. No. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I live in you. Both of our fire fin you.
Money bag, money bag, money bag. Look at like a money bag, money bag. God, I do the Maybach, come on. so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snaps. I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this line, the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back straight. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Trampoline, like a Monday, go rock Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go, your man, with my name in your mouth. I do the Maybach on Monday, for rock Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways, sideways, sideways.
Renegade, renegade, renegade.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See slime break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a break light, and you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your in them. Hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday with the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business, handle your business.
Loyal and honor, don't break no bro codes. The more red rose, Tell me something I don't know. Like when the drop home, gave him the chokehold. They call him pop.